Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined once again by Masked Wolf to play some cEDH.
If you wanted to find me, you can see me on Instagram at Masked Wolf, YouTube Masked Wolf.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to help support us directly.
So we have Cam on Malcolm Francisco. Ooh, that's fun to say. I'm playing Blood Pod. Wolf is playing You Play, I Draw Italian. And Nate's on Pantlaza. I have a pregame. I got a Gemstone Caverns, and I'm gonna pitch this Eldritch Evolution to put a luck counter on it.
Cool. I get a draw. Play City of Traders as my first land. What? Lotus Petal. And we'll crack the Lotus Petal for a blue and cast a Rhystic Study.
Okay.
All right, have a good game, guys. Catch you later.
I will pass.
Go to my turn. Draw a card. Plateau. Cast Avacyn's Pilgrim.
May I draw a card?
I will pay for it.
Nice.
Pass turn.
I will go to my turn. Draw. Bloodstain Mire, cracking it. You will be drawing. Get ready.
Oh no.
I'm going to charge up my fists so that I can draw soon. This looks a little too suggestive. I'm going to stop.
Yeah, put your fist down.
I'm gonna bring in Underground Sleep. Play a Mystic Remora. I will not pay for the Rhystic.
I'll get a draw. Ooh, I will cast Mental Misstep for 2 life on that.
And that checks me out of the game.
Oh no.
All good with me. And I'll ship the turn.
I will play a command tower, and I'll just pass.
Go to my turn. I will get a draw. I will make 2 colorless mana, and I will play an Underground Sea, triggering my traders so that it gets sacrificed. I'll make a blue, and I'll cast Malcolm. I will pass the turn then.
Untap. Draw a card. I guess I got to give you just one. I'll cast Ranger Captain of Eos.
Thank you.
I'm going to exile Simeon Spirit Guide 1, and I'll cast Activist of Ogma.
Ooh, may I draw a card?
Yep.
Trigger. I'll go search.
When you're done searching, I'll draw a card. Gain
Got it.
1 life, going to 41.
I'm going to find Esper Sentinel and then just pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. Play a Snow-Covered Island as my land for turn. I still am imagining a Mystic Remora on my board, and I'll pass the turn.
And tap. I will draw. I play Emergent Stone for my land for turn. Cast Ban of Crypt.
May I draw?
No. Cast a Ragavan.
Ooh, may I draw?
No. And we're going to move to combat. We're going to come at you for 2 wolf.
Yep, I go down at 37.
I'll pass the turn.
Get a draw. River of Tears as my land for turn.
River of Tears.
I'll cast Francisco. We're doing the thing, everybody.
Excellent sequencing.
I'm actually going to swing at Dylan for 2 with Malcolm.
Unbelievable. I'll take 2. Go to 38.
Make myself a treasure and explore when that damage comes through. It's Dothy Voidwalker here. So I'm going to keep that on top. And because it's not a land, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on Francisco. I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw a card. I'm going to go to combat and I'm going to send my Ranger Captain at Cam.
Take 3.
Cast Esper Sentinel.
May I draw a card?
I will pay so that you may not. Cast Birds of Paradise.
Nice. I'll take this one, please.
Yeah, you can have that one. I need the mana.
Now nobody knows what's on top of my library again.
Okay, I will pass my turn after that.
Go to my draw step. I'm going to play a Blood Chief Ascension.
Ooh, may I draw a card?
May I draw a card?
I'm going to pay for Camerons. You can draw off Esper.
I'll draw a card.
Play Cavern of Souls, naming Fairy, and then I will ship the turn.
Untap. I have a Mana Crypt trigger. Wait, that's 2. Draw for turn. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing 2 at you, Wolf, with Ragavan.
Yep, that'll put me down to 35, and then I'll exile the top, and you will get a Sakashima the Imposter.
Go to my second main. I'm going to shock in a Secret Founder, 39, and then I'm going to sack this. I'm going to cast my commander, Pantlaza.
May I draw a card?
No. So I'm going to discover 4. Survival of the Fittest. I'm going to cast Survival of the Fittest.
May I draw?
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You may both draw.
Nice.
Nice.
Not nice.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's go to combat. I'm going to swing Dylan with Malcolm, and Wolf, I'll come at you with Francisco.
34.
I'll take 2 and go to 36.
I have Malcolm triggers and Francisco triggers. Malcolm will gain me 2 additional treasures, bringing me up to a total of 3. I'll get 2 Explorer triggers off of Francisco. First one is a City of Brass, so that will go to my hand. Second one is a Chrome Mox. That will go to the bin, and I'll put a counter on Francisco. I will play a Swamp as my land for turn and make black because I played a land with the River of Tears. I can cast a Dothy Voidwalker and step.
I'll get a Blood Chief Ascension counter.
Move to discard. I'm gonna bin Flooded Strand and Polluted Delta. Take it away. So this is kind of a silly Dothy Voidwalker here because once this Blood Chief's Ascension turns on, no one else is gonna be taking damage from it except for me.
Yeah, it does make sense why you want to play the Dothy because Survival of the Fittest is here. So that means Nate can go through a survival line if that Dothy wasn't here. So I get why you want to play it here, but it does set up you to take a lot more damage than everyone else because of this Blood Chief Ascension. Untap, upkeep, draw card. Play Badlands for turn. I'm going to cast Shieldred.
May I draw a card?
I will pay for the Heuristic Study trigger.
I passed priority on that. I'm very happy with that.
We are going to be working together a little bit, I think, Wolf. with this. I'm hoping overall it punishes Cameron more than it helps you out. We'll see. I will still go to combat and attack you, Wolf, though, for 3.
Yep, that's fine. I'll go down to 31.
I will pass my turn.
Untap, draw.
Shieldred trigger.
Hate you. I go down to 29. I think I'm going to ship the turn. 6 cards in hand.
Untap. Upkeep. Trigger. Lose 3.
Shieldred trigger.
Go to 34.
I'm a little nervous with that survival to finish there.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I guess the Dothy is helping that actually. We're okay for it right now.
I'm going to cast Meal the Blessed.
May I draw a card?
You may.
I'll take it.
Shieldred trigger.
Go to 33.
I'm going to go to combat, attack Wolf again.
Sure. 27. And I will reveal a mystical tutor.
That's going to stay exiled. Stomping Grounds. Untap. I will pass.
This is where I'm scared.
I don't know. I don't think this is a window, right?
I don't know. It depends on
Don't
what
know.
you're trying to win with.
Try it and you'll find out.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah. Draw for my turn.
Shieldred trigger.
Lose 2. Down to 31. I'll play Swamp.
Wolf, you get a Blood Chief.
Oh yeah, another Blood Chief from the Shieldred of Nate's turn.
Oh, Shieldred, yeah. Oh, yep.
All right, I'm gonna go to combat. Dylan, in the air at you for 2, and Wolf, same thing, in the air at you for 2.
34.
Yeah, 25.
That's 2 more treasures and 2 more explorers for me, please. Pact of Negation. I don't want everyone to know that I have a Pact of Negation. So first explore is a +1/+1 counter in a bin. Second one is a Marsh Flats, which goes to my hand. Do I miss a trigger from Blood Chief Ascension because of the Pact of Negation going to my graveyard?
It's not on yet. It has to have 3 counters.
3
and it's not on
counters?
yet. It's about to turn on when you discard for a turn.
I see, okay. It says 2 everywhere else on the card, except for how many counters it needs.
Which is 3. Yeah, that is kind of confusing. I wish they would have, but if it was 2, it would be much better, but not that good.
I'm gonna cast Grim Monolith, and I'll pay an extra for the Esper Sentinel.
Unfortunate.
I will pass the turn.
I will get another trigger, right?
Yep, and there'll be another loss of 2 life for me when I have to bin my Marsh Flats.
I'll gain 2.
Go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw card, Shieldred trigger, and I will gain 2. Go to 36. Go to combat. I'm going to send 7 at Cam.
Deadly Rollick, Shieldred. I will pay for Esper Sentinel.
I have no response. It is exiled.
And you'll take 2, Cam.
Yes.
You taking 3?
Take 3, down to 24 then.
I will play Wood of Foothills, my land for turn. Dauntless Dismantler. I will pass my turn.
I will draw. I'm going to ship the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I have a trigger. Crypt. That's a 6. And I will draw. There is no Shieldred. I'm going to cast Soul Ring.
May I draw?
Esper Sentinel trigger.
That is a very cool printing, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah,
That
that's
is-
the confetti
What is
one.
that?
That's super cool. Is it the secret lair thing?
Yeah, I just got that yesterday. Cameron, you may not draw.
I will draw.
You may.
Cool. It comes in tapped, so you're aware.
That was not aware.
Dauntless Dismantler is a powerhouse. The card does so much. It's having me completely relook at how I evaluate stacks pieces going forward. Like the fact that this not only shuts off immediate using of any artifacts, is that how you say that? Not only does it shut off the immediate use of any artifacts, but it can also destroy artifacts later. It's also removal. It does so many things for only 2 mana.
On a 1/4 body.
Wolf, I'm going to come at you again for 2.
Please don't be a good card. It's a Praetor's Grasp.
Oh no.
I'll pass.
End step, 2 treasures on Otawara, targeting Ranger Captain of Eos.
I'm fine with Otawara.
That will make me lose 2 life. I'm gonna crack another treasure, cast it in Tomb.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You can draw.
I pass on Entomb.
Pass.
Yep, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to go to 33.
Both Entomb and Walking Ballista are gonna be in my graveyard. I would like to stay on end step, crack a treasure, cast a Chain of Vapor, targeting the Dauntless Dismantler.
Yeah, figured this might be coming. I'm gonna cast Pyroblast, targeting the Chain of Vapor.
May I draw a card?
Pay so that you cannot.
I lose another 2, go down to 16. Pyroblast is under Dothy Voidwalker. Move to my turn. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Mana Confluence as land for turn. Why does this Dothy suck so hard right now? I like how I'm acknowledging that Dothy Voidwalker has done nothing but fuck me over so far, yet I'm refusing to use it on anything quite yet. Pass the turn.
I'm going to fetch my Wooded Foothills in end step, which will also go to the Void counter and trigger the Archivist of Ogma. I will search my library.
And I'll draw a card.
I'm gonna find this tapped Stomping Ground. Go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, Draw card. What do we got here? Dothy, Aristic, Survival's coming up, Blood Chief. Okay. I'm going to cast Carpet of Flowers.
May I draw?
Sure.
I will pay for the Aristic Study trigger. I'm going to cast Ranger Captain of Eos.
May I draw?
You cannot draw. I will pay. Ranger Captain ETB, I'll go search.
Draw a card.
Find Ignoble Hierarch. Move to my second main phase. Master Wolf, I'll target you in my second main phase with Carpet of Flowers and make 2 green mana. Cast the Ignoble Hierarch, and with the other green mana, I will pay for the Aristic Study trigger. I will pass my turn.
Draw. Play a land. Here we go.
Nice.
Still don't want to play Talion. I'm just going to ship the turn.
End your turn, I'll flicker Pant Laza. Discover 4. Ooh. A Wheel of Fortune. I'm just going to put it on my hand. Untap. Upkeep. I have a trigger. Mana Crypt. It's a 6. Good. I'll draw. Play my land for turn, which is a Gemstone Cavern. I'm going combat. I'm going to attack Wolf.
You get a Ledger Shredder.
I'm going to cast the Ledger Shredder, and I'm going to use one of the treasures I already had.
May I draw a card?
Yeah. Pass turn.
On your end step, I'll pay 2 to Flash and Fairy Mastermind. Go to my turn. Get a draw. Play a City of Brass as my land. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing Malcolm over at Dylan.
I will have no effects. Take 2.
I make 1 treasure and I get 1 explore, revealing a Grafdigger's Cage, which I will leave on top and put a +1/+1 counter on Francisco. Cast a Diabolic Intent, sacrificing Malcolm.
No, not Dothy Voidwalker, Cameron. You don't want to take the opportunity to sacrifice the thing that's been killing you?
He goes to the graveyard first, which sucks. So that'll make me lose 2 life.
I gain 2.
I'm paying for Esper Sentinel.
Okay.
Draw a card.
It really sucks when there's a Dauntless and a Ranger.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for coming on the show, by the way.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm just here watching some magic.
I'll then make 3 colorless, 2 black with this treasure and another black. I will cast a Beseech the Mirror.
I have a Ledger Shredder trigger.
You will get that in a second. I am bargaining this Beseech the Mirror, though. I'm going down to 12, sacrificing my Grim Monolith.
Does anyone think that I should pop the Ranger Captain of Eos right now? I don't want to lock you guys out of interaction, but
Don't you have them pretty well with that?
Dauntless Dismantler?
Is that what that's called?
The one that makes artifacts come and
Yes,
tap?
yes.
The problem is he has a Pyroblast under Douthie.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Oh no. I'm fine with letting the Ledger Shredder trigger resolve.
It's loot, Ledge Halfling.
I'll get a Fairy Mastermind draw after your loot there.
I'm not going to crack. I'm going to wait. I want to see what happens. Let's
Now I'm going to get another draw, life gain.
Lost life from the Beseech.
The Ledge Halfling's in the Dothy.
Let me go get a card.
So I'm not super afraid of Agatha's Soul Cauldron right here because I do have the Dauntless Dismantler, but I am afraid of a Thoracle win. Nate telling me not to pop the Ranger Captain here tells me that he might have like a Red Blast or a Pyroblast, so I kind of listened to him and I want to just see if Nate has the right interaction for whatever Cam's gonna do.
I'm going to use my 2 colorless, and I'm going to put an Agatha's Soul Cauldron onto the stack, and I'm going to hold priority. I'm going to lose 2 life, going down to 8 to make 2 blue, and I will cast a Cyclonic Rift targeting Dauntless Dismantler.
Yeah, maybe we should have popped that Ranger Cap. I'm gonna pass priority on that Cyclonic Rift.
Bluster Storm.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
Targeting Cycrift. I will not be paying for anything.
Draw 1 card.
Draw. Wow, Flusterstorm is like the one thing that I can't deal with. How many copies? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. Yeah, I can't deal with that. That's so funny. All right, yeah. Flusterstorm counters Cyclonic Rift. I go down to 6. Agatha Soul Cauldron. ETB tapped.
Nice. Dauntless Dismantler doing work.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw card. Carpet of Flowers. I think it's still going to target Wolf. 2 black mana. I'm going to use a white. I'm going to finally cast Timna. I'm going to go to combat. Ranger Captain over at you, Masked Wolf. And I'll have an Ignoble Hierarch trigger so I'll come at you for 4.
Yep.
Second main, Tim Noble trigger. I will lose life and draw a card.
I'm kind of worried about Nate.
I too worry about Nate.
He's being very quiet. He's like that guy that sits in the corner that just wins.
I have a Fairy Mastermind trigger off you drawing your second card for turn.
You got it. I got 7 in hand and I'm just going to pass.
I'm going to untap my 1 land and draw 4 turn. I'm going to ship the turn.
End of turn. I'll activate Emil, flickering my commander. Discover 4. I get a Fellow War Stone.
Casting it?
Yep. I'll use the 1 colors that I have floating for Dylan Emergence Zone for Cameron.
Nice.
Paying for the Ristic Study and the Esper Sentinel trigger.
Yep. Upkeep. I have a trigger. I lose 3. Draw. Mana Confluence, my land for turn. Bronze Beak Forager.
Ristic Study?
I'm going to use my 1 extra colorless.
This is kind of bad. Do you have to get rid of my
No,
blood sheet?
so it's up to 1. You're fine. So I'm
So
going to
you-
get the Artifact Creature on Dylan's board.
Dauntless Dismantler.
Yes, and the Soul Cauldron.
That gets exiled.
I have a Discover trigger. I get a Elvish Spirit Guide. I'll put the Elvish Spirit Guide in my hand. Now I'll go to combat. Wolf for 2.
Yep. And you will get a misdirection.
I'm going to pass. At my end step, I'm going to discard Squee and Gamble. They go in the Dothy.
I can't believe I'm getting another turn. Only one of my creatures can block, and there's so many 4/4s and huge creatures in play.
I just assumed you were kind of like already dead. Like,
On my upkeep, Mystical Tutoring.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You can have it.
Draw a card. Pass priority on Mystical Tutor.
Pass priority.
I'm down to 4. I'm gonna go get this.
And draw a card.
It's a Mnemonic Betrayal. I have to change gears. I'll draw for turn. Guys, I think I'm just dead. I think I'm just gonna pass.
In end step, I'm going to flash an Orcish Bowmaster. ETB, I'll have it shoot Ragavan.
Sure.
I will just go to my turn after that. Untap, upkeep, draw card. Combat. Sorry, Wolf, you're like the only one open. I'll commit
That's
you
good.
for 3 here. Big Noble Hierarch trigger. Main 2, I will lose a life and draw a card.
Fairy Mastermind trigger. I get a draw.
Yep. When you get a draw, I'll have
Orcish
a
Bowmaster trigger.
Bowmaster trigger. It will... Nate, I'm just going to shoot you in the head. And also, my main 2, I have Carpet Flowers. I'll have that target Wolf again. 2 white mana. I'll cast Drana in Linvala.
Study trigger.
I will pay.
I'm going to attempt to mana drain it.
May I draw a card?
Esper Sentinel
I'm
trigger.
going to pay for Esper and you can draw.
I'll get the draw.
When you draw, I have an Orcish Bowmaster trigger. I'll have it shoot Nate. That's going to be fine with me. This will go in the Dothy zone.
You have mana drain in Darthy Zone as well.
Cool.
I'll play Savannah as my land for turn. I'm going to cast Goblin Sharpshooter.
May I draw?
You may draw. When you draw Orcish Bowmaster trigger, yeah, I'm not going to do anything else this turn. So another damage will just go at Nate.
I have Electric Shredder trigger.
Should have been targeting your stuff. I'll shoot you again.
And I'll discard a Bloodstained Mire.
I have no more effects past turn.
Untap. I'm going to use 1 generic and I'm just going to play Soul Ring.
Trigger. Ristic
Esper
Study.
Sentinel.
I'm going to go white colors colorless. I'm going to activate Bronzebeak and get rid of your Agatha. Goes to the graveyard.
I see. Okay.
Does he take 2 for that from Blood Chief?
Down to 2 then.
I'm going to exile Elvish Spirit Guide. Seiju, targeting Ristic Study.
Ristic Study is dead. I will choose not to search.
And you'll die.
I'm dead.
Bye, Cam.
So long. Have fun, everyone.
Esper Sentinel trigger on the stack.
Pay the 1, yep. I think I'm just going to use the 2 generic, play Grim Monolith. I'm just going to ship it on it.
In your upkeep, I have effects, Nate.
Untap, upkeep.
I'm going to cast Silence.
Oi!
Cards in hand, Dylan.
I have 5 left.
I think that's good.
Dothy Voidwalker was holding off Nate from winning the game. Now that Cameron's dead, the Dothy's gone. So I got to buy myself another time against Nate and not allow him to go through the line just yet.
I still have a Crypt.
Yep. Silence will go to my graveyard, which triggers Blood Chief. So I will lose 2.
5. Good to draw.
Do it.
Draw. Land for turn. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw card. Carpet of Flowers. Wolf, I'll target you with Carpet and make 2 red mana. And I will use that on a Vexing Shusher. Go to combat. Ranger and Timna over at you, Wolf. A 5/5 coming at Nate.
I'm going to get rid of the Dauntless of Mantler under my Bronzebeak, so you lose 2 life.
Yep.
Wolf, you gain 2. And I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to flicker my Bronzebeak, discover 4. The One Ring. We'll cast that.
Okay. When you cast it, I have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
You can have it.
Draw a card.
ETB a Bronzebeak, so I pro everything now.
Yep.
I'm going to take Bowmaster and Monolith.
In response, tap this for 3 generic. Have 2 generic floating, taking 1 damage cast Born Upon a Wind.
Whoa.
It's not going to be what you think.
I have an Esper Sentinel.
I will pay.
No response.
It's not Thorical, so don't worry.
Yeah, no response.
Actually, thank you.
When you draw Bowmaster trigger, I'll just target you, Wolf.
Yep, Talion will come in.
So that's your second spell. I'll lose.
When you draw Orcish Bowmaster trigger, I'm going to target the Archivist of Agma and hope that there's another one.
Blood Chief Ascension on discard.
So then you
See, all
gain
of-
2 more life, Wolf. I'm good with Talion. That's good.
Yeah.
The number will be 2.
Bowmaster and Grim Monolith are gone.
And I will block Timna.
Yep. So Timna dies. I'll gain 2 life from the lifelink. You'll also take 3 then. Go to my main phase 2. Play Misty Rainforest. Cast Survival of the Fittest.
Talion trigger, right?
I'll take 2.
That's your second spell.
Yep.
So I draw a card and I discard a Wheel of Fortune.
Recast Timna.
That's Italian trigger.
Take 2. Pass my turn.
I'm just going to untap, draw for turn. Lands for turn, Morphic Pool. And I'm going to play a Laboratory Maniac. Yep.
I'm going to crack the Ranger Captain. Fuck it.
You take 2.
Yep.
Ship for turn.
Seeing the lab man there is a little bit scary just in case anything happens. I cracked the Ranger Captain here. Not sure that that's right looking back, but I don't have a lot to stop Thoracle wins, so I feel like I have to do whatever I can to slow him down.
Tap, draw a card. I'm going to activate Bronzebeak and discard your Bowmaster.
Bowmaster goes to graveyard. I will lose 2.
My turn.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Untap. I lose a life from One Ring, and then I have a Mana Crypt. 1, draw for turn. Activate Emil. I'm going to flicker the Bronzebeak. You get your Monolith back. ETB, Bronzebeak underneath a Pantlaza trigger. Runic Armasaur.
Trigger Talion. In response to that, demonic consultation.
I have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
You can draw.
I'll draw a card.
I have no response.
I'm fine with demonic consultation.
I will name Dockside Extortionist. My whole library will be exiled, and then the Talion trigger will stack, and I'll draw the card and win the game if there's no response.
Palion trigger. Nate, you got anything for that?
Yeah. I'll have one floating. I'm going to sack my emergence zone.
Amazing. Take 2, by the way, for emergence.
Yep. I'm going to flicker Bronzebeak again. I'm using 3 to pay for Emil.
You've gone to activate Emil. I'm going to have 1 generic floating, and I'm going to flash into Shana's Tidebinder on your Emil.
I'm going to activate Emil.
Yep, that's all good, brother.
We're going to go 11. Sharpshooter.
Sure. I'll tap Sharpshooter in response. Deal 1 damage to you, Nate.
I'm out.
I'm going to activate to draw 2 before he dies. I'm going to cast Chromox, exiling Sylvan Tutor.
I am out of the game.
What an incredible sequence of plays coming from Wolf here.
That was a crazy amount of interaction. Luckily, Nate, or maybe unluckily for Wolf, Nate just had a ton of mana, so he could just stack Emil activations on top of each other.
I'm going to Dockside.
You got a dockside.
I got 3 treasure.
Might have been better for Nate to wait while Wolf was still alive in here since the emergence zone was cracked and just cast the dockside then to get a couple more treasures. He doesn't do that.
Channel Touch of the Spirit Realm, targeting Dockside. Dockside's gone. Exile until the end of turn.
Okay.
Return it, get another 3. Crack my Bloodstrand, get this Flames. I'm going to cast Enlighten Tutor.
Yeah, I have no effects.
Go to get Food Chain. Dylan's going to fuck this up somehow. I'm going to be so sad. 3 to Flicker.
Look at the Pantlaza. Yes, that's good by me.
Food Chain. On the field.
Food chain resolves.
Stack the Runic Armasaur for 4. Cast Squee.
I'll respond to that. Force of Vigor, pitching Sylvan Library, targeting Food Chain and your survival the fittest.
Wow.
Food Chain.
This is wild, man.
Did I tell you Dylan just fucks things up? Yeah. I will sack 3.
So you have 4 total creature mana floating?
And then I'll stack my Pantlaza, exiling it, casting it again. I'll be at 3. Green. A Ranger Captain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Allosaurus Shepherd. Going with the green, casting it. Other green, so down to 1 green.
For Birds of Paradise?
Sack for 2 green. Go to 3. Sack for 4 red. Humor Sabertooth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Turn Dockside. Cast Dockside. Go to 3. 1 red floating. Sacking for 6 green. Use 1. Go again. Toski. Toski for 5. Exile for 5. White. Sack my last. I'm going to sack this for 2. 4 Walking Ballista. X equals 4.
Yep.
I'm going to remove a counter and take a Esper Sentinel.
Esper Sentinel's taken out.
I'm going to remove another one for Vexing Shusher.
Sure thing. Remove 2 of them for that one, so you have 1 left.
Yep.
Force of Vigor.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm really happy that Nate decided to use his Walking Ballista activations then and not later when I put my 2/2 on the battlefield that wins me the game. I'll activate Survival in the end step, discarding Felidar Guardian.
My Ledger Shredder's gone.
Go search. I'll find this Kiki Jiki and put it into my hand. Upkeep, draw card. Activate Survival the Fittest. Discarding Kiki Jiki. Go search. I'll find this Fury, put it into my hand. I'll cast Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide ETB. I will bring back the Kiki Jiki. I'm going to tap Kiki Jiki to make a copy of Karmic Guide. The Karmic Guide ETB will bring back Felidar Guardian. Felidar Guardian ETB. Flicker the Kiki Jiki. Tap Kiki Jiki to make a copy of Felidar Guardian. Present a loop where the Felidar Guardian will untap Kiki Jiki. I'll tap it again to make a billion cats. Attack you with a billion cats?
Yep.
So what a fucking game.
Yeah, holy
GG.
shit.
So I had to get pretty lucky to win that one. One, you basically killed yourself more or less by dealing yourself a whole bunch of damage with the Blood Chief Ascension. Nate had an opportunity to win the game if he had cast a Dockside a little earlier, but wasn't able to do it. If Nate had left the Walking Ballista up, that would have been good. Although I did have a Solitude in my hand, and I already had the Karmic Guide as well. Had I tutored for with my last tutor another white creature, I could have Solitude to pitch and get rid of the Walking Ballista and still go for the win there. Nonetheless, a lot of things went right for me. Blood Pod takes the win.
I can't believe I didn't sacrifice my Daughty Voidwalker when I had the chance.
Thank you so much for watching. We just posted an extra game from our match with our commanders from Murders at Karlov Manor on the Patreon at the $10 level, and this week we're also posting a game from our best 2023 match there as well. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon like our $100 patrons.
Sean in the Ice, Mark Cirillo, SoCal Acura, Stormageddon, Luke Cook, AJ Al-Wasaibi, Demon of Rosgrees, Uncle Butch, Kawaja A. Hamid, Lauren Connell, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Huge shout out to Dragon Shield. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Make sure you use our affiliate link down below and code PlayToWin5 for 5% off your order down there.
Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for more content.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.
We talk about $50 patrons and the $50 patrons. Tyler Watson, Brian Barrington, Zachary Coulson, Tyler H, Tyler Triex, Minecraft, Driving Critter, Jabaha, Mace V8, Dalton Poteen, Hobo Ghost, Mitchell Shepard, Justin, Han Solo, Pedro, Jacob Depp, Michael Blue, John Wildfang, Thomas Bueno, David Nelson. Thanks, y'all.
And I'm Cam. I sound like a country boy. And I was distracted again.
This video is brought to you by Drag. I fucked it up. Use code affiliate for 5% off. Welcome to Play to Win. It shakes the table
Yeah,
every touch.
I forget that.
You going on your phone because you're losing?
Yeah. But Wolf saw that exact line having the Tasha's on.